Hey, what's up, y'all? I wanted to give a quick update. We haven't done this in a minute. We are up to a 635 squat in sleeves. We are closing the distance on a 700-pound squat in sleeves. So many people said I would never even get to 600, but we proved them wrong and wrong and wrong and wrong. Even in competition, we proved them wrong. That's a new song that I'm working on, but no, for real. Obviously there's a little bit of a depth issue there, but it tends to happen when I first go after a really heavy weight for the first time, but it will be addressed. But we are closing the gap on 700 pounds in sleeves, and that's a big one. Short-term-ish goals are 700-pound squat in sleeves and maybe 750 in wraps, and then eventually I think I have a strong possibility of being an 800-pound squatter in wraps coming up in the next year or so, and that'll be big, huge. I've been working for this for so long. And just to give you kind of what I'm looking at for right now, I'm closing in on 37 years old. So what I want to do is I want to keep pushing it kind of hard until I'm about 40, 41, 42. So get some more sub-masters records, get some masters records, hopefully get a few open records. And then once I hit that point, I'll either slow down or stop. But the main thing I'll start concentrating on is coaching and doing consultation and stuff. I have been a little reluctant until now to give people advice or give people little bits of tips. But now that I've been spending so much time gathering information from everybody I can, and then double checking that info and knowing I have gathered a lot of information over the years on how to train, and now I'm starting to feel a lot more comfortable and qualified to give people advice. So now I'm going to start doing that a little bit more, do these little content where I have people send me their lifts and I give them little tips. Soon I will start taking clients eventually, but I need to polish up a few more things before I do that. But I'm excited. I'm always kind of looking towards the future. So 5-6 year plan. Like I said, continue pushing it pretty hard in training, competing extremely often. And then when I get to that next point, then we'll kind of slow down and not strictly, but decide whether or not I want to strictly coach, and then slow down on the competition. But I just wanted to give you all a little bit of an update. You know, I'm going to be completely honest. I've talked about this before. I used to be so bitter and angry. I was a very, very good football player. I had a scholarship to play at a couple of Division II schools. I was pretty strong. I could have been I think I could have been a pretty good football player, and it really left. I decided that I didn't want to do that, and I got a job at Target instead, and that really kind of haunted me for a while, feeling like I squandered my physical and physical intelligence and physical gifts, and I let it really dwindle and fall away from me. And I wondered what was missing, what was picking away at me, and it was the lack of healthy competition and drive. That's the thing I love about powerlifting. I have nothing to prove anymore. I'm having fun with this, but I don't. You'd be surprised how often I hear people tell me they benched 500 pounds in high school. They used to be just like me. They used to be just as strong as me. I used to squat 700 pounds in high school, but then I decided you can look on my channel and see all my lifts. I'm doing this to beat my previous numbers and prove to myself that I did not squander my physical gifts, and now I'm in my peak. And that blackness, that hole that was eating away at me, has mostly disappeared, and it's made me more mentally healthy, more physically healthy. It's made me feel a drive that I haven't had in a long time. It's given me purpose, and I also love to make content and stuff. All of this feels like it's giving me purpose. And then I work my job, like I stay very, very busy. And I heard somebody talking about this not that long ago, and I like the idea of it, where it's like, if I have just a few things going on and a bad thing happens, that means like a big percentile of what I'm doing is like negative. But if I have a bunch of stuff going on and a majority of it is positive, and then a negative thing happens, and the grand scope of things, everything is mostly positive. It's easier to not focus on that one little negative thing and have it affect my drive and affect my productivity. Like, this has led to some really, really good things in my life. And it's not just the powerlifting, it's not just the lifting weights, it's the community of the gym, it's the ability to share my knowledge with people, it's the fact that people come up to me and ask me for my advice. That feels so, I can't tell you how good that feels to know. Like, not that long ago, 7 or 8 years ago, people would look at me and want to be as far away from me as possible. And now, I'm not being big-headed, people will look at me and sometimes want to say like, okay, how can I be more like that? You know, I know that sounds very conceited, but I don't mean it like that. I'm talking about like in my form, the way I've progressed in the weight room. Like, people have seen this, and it's done a lot for me. So I'm done rambling. Thank y'all for staying tuned. We have big things coming. Yeah, everything I talked about.